Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Excellencies, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is my very great pleasure to welcome you to the Sultanate of Oman. We hope that you are enjoying our Arabian hospitality and that you will have a chance to visit the countryside and experience the traditional Omani way of life. Cultural excursions have been arranged to forts and castles in the historic interior, as well as to the red dunes of the desert and one of our most beautiful wadis. Some 400 delegates from around the world are gathered here in Muscat, a particularly fitting location for this, the third Seoul Global Forum. Muscat is the capital of an ancient seafaring nation with a history of global trade extending back to the 3rd millennium BC in the time of the great empires of Mesopotamia and the Indus Valley. The ships of ancient Oman, known as Majan, supplied these civilizations with copper, diorite, and other commodities essential to their prosperity. For many centuries, Muscat has been a cosmopolitan city and a hub of international exchange in the global world. Just as goods are exchanged, as nations engage in trade, so are ideas and cultural values when people from different parts of the world sit down together and talk, whether at leisure or in formal discussion. In the days of sailing ships, the coastal cities of Oman, especially Sohar and Muscat, were ports of call for merchant vessels from Europe, Asia, and by the 19th century, America. Visitors from abroad have always been welcomed, and throughout the centuries, some have chosen to settle here. The Omani heritage is one of peace and tolerance in cross-cultural relations, and this has never been truer than today. In this Islamic city, you will find churches and temples on land graciously bequeathed by His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said. You will also find Omanis bridging the social and economic divide in a simple grassroots way by working in a range of jobs that is unusual in the Gulf, including driving taxis, serving in restaurants, and working in the trades. And so I'm proud to say that Muscat is a particularly appropriate choice for this third forum of the Society for Organizational Learning, which aims to reach beyond boundaries and create new connections. Given the critical need for greater understanding between cultures and religions, this Seoul Forum provides a unique opportunity for us to bridge the gulf by learning from the rich diversity of traditions and cultures represented in this room, as there are delegates from 45 different countries from every continent but Antarctica. At the same time, nearly 40% of the delegates are from the region. And while we in this region have a great deal to offer those who have come from abroad, we also have a lot to learn from you in the spirit of Seoul. There are three particular areas that I would like to highlight. First, I hope that we can develop a better understanding of how to reduce bureaucracy and how to seed learning and innovation in our public sector institutions. One of the key challenges for government organizations is the balance between centralization and decentralization. The public sector in the Sultanate operates on a highly centralized traditional model, and this is generally true throughout the Gulf. While this allows us to make rapid, far-reaching policy decisions without going through cumbersome consultation processes, actually implementing policy can be a challenge because of the lack of participation on the part of those affected and because of entrenched bureaucratic procedures. Building capacity in organizational leadership is absolutely critical for the Gulf countries right now in both the private and public sectors. We need to know how to create more effective organizations which can fully develop the capacity of our people to innovate in the marketplace and to participate more effectively as citizens in the broader society. A second area of opportunity is in forming new collaborations between higher education and the private sector to help endow our students with the skills and capabilities necessary to build a vibrant, knowledge-driven economy. There is a strong desire in government to learn from the streamlined approach of Oman's rapidly growing and increasingly successful private sector. This applies, of course, to the field of higher education, where we are, for instance, developing the former government colleges of education into more independent, competitive, market-oriented colleges of applied sciences. These newly transformed colleges are focusing on producing job-ready graduates in programs such as IT, international business, tourism, and engineering. A third objective for us in this conference is to assist students, employees, and members of the general public in becoming more aware and responsible global citizens. A key issue here is the need for sustainable development and to harmonize economic growth with the natural environment. With the construction boom in this region, the conversion of many of the best natural locations to resort complexes, and the influx of tourists, the question of redefining growth and aligning with nature is a timely consideration for Gulf countries, just as it is in almost every part of the world today. As diverse people from around the world who share passion for possibility, I trust that we will make the most of this unique learning opportunity here in the Gulf. I wish you all success and thank you.